everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. We've got over 950 of these available for your listening pleasure in a variety of topics, and we will continue to be here, hopefully, for the foreseeable future. In any event, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment, and if you're looking for coaching, life, relationship, business, or any other style of coaching, would love to be of assistance to you. Please feel free to reach out. A couple ways to do that: through the About Me section of this YouTube page and or in the at PO Perception Twitter feed. Either way, we'll get you in touch with a member of me or my team. This is kind of a love versus lust situation in this particular audio. So, how do you know difference between love and lust in situations? So if you're willing and able to talk to somebody for an extended period of time on a variety of topics, and you can be around them without having not even the urge, but the compulsion to be physical with them, that can be a great indicator of having something more towards a loving relationship with the individual. It doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have an attraction. Attraction doesn't stop just because you've kind of slowed down a bit. But if you're capable of and willing to talk to a person about a variety of topics, and you enjoy their company outside of a physical context, that is a great sign. Emotional connection and the ability to connect emotionally with a person is another great sign. Now, this could mean something as simple as communication style, but it also could mean something as more complex as a, kind of getting things to a good and healthy rate in terms of being able to understand each other, build rapport, and build connection that goes beyond the physical attraction. Now, obviously, physical attraction will eventually fade over time, or at least go through varying degrees of usefulness and helpfulness. It doesn't necessarily mean that you won't have moments where you're attracted to a person and then begin to kind of look at things from another perspective, but at the same time, when you begin to understand the value of what you're really trying to accomplish in the long run, as it relates to relationships in a meaningful manner, and the ability to be able to connect emotionally with a person is much more valuable than physical connectivity, especially when we look at the possibility that, like, you could have a person in your life who gets into a motor vehicle accident or some other catastrophe and cannot perform in a physical way any longer. Having the foundation of a relationship that goes beyond that is super valuable. The next thing to look at is the consistency of the time that you are willing to put into maintaining the relationship on a continual basis. When you begin to understand the value of the time that you put into the relationship in a non-judgmental way, you can then begin to balance things from a perspective that's going to be mutually beneficial. That is to say, you're putting in time even if the physicality isn't there or may not be there in the future. Obviously, when you've had a physical relationship with a person for an extended period of time, the desire to see that continue is there. However, when physicality is the foundation of a relationship, the relationship itself is not going to remain in a positive or progressive direction. Understanding how to balance the two is also super important and valuable. Taking time not to judge a person for their previous mistakes and being open about your own flaws and insecurities or inabilities in previous relationships is another good sign. When you feel you can be honest with a person on a continual basis about whatever it is that causes you to feel like you are having a better quality of relationship, because that honesty is the central focus of your continuation of the connection, then you are able to have a more meaningful and continual and consistent relationship that will be mutually beneficial for a number of reasons. And when we begin to understand the um, willingness to sacrifice in that way, and the time spent is more about building the rapport that we need on an emotional and interpersonal connected level, then we have a better quality of relationship overall, both in the long and short term of getting somewhere. In any event, hopefully this has been helpful to you. Once again, if you are looking for life, relationship, business coaching, or any other type of coaching that will lead you in a positive direction for the remainder of 2022 or 2021 and into 2022, please feel free to reach out at a time that's convenient for you. In any event, Until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment.